Hey there, it's Shauna. I hope you're doing great. This is your weekly astrology forecast for the week of June 27th. And so this week is all about your personal empowerment. And I'm really excited to share this week with you. I think it's going to feel really good and very strong and powerful in the sense of forward moving momentum. So this week, the biggest thing that's happening is that Mars is moving direct. So Mars is the planet of your drive and your desire, and it's your ability to go after things. It's your ability to express your want and even your anger in a healthy way. And so Mars has been retrograde since April. And when this happens, this means that our ability to manage our anger and to assert ourselves positively is under review. And so I want you to notice since April what things have come up for you around your ability to manage your anger and to assert yourself. So this doesn't mean that you haven't been able to do those things, but it means that those qualities inside of you have come up for contemplation. And so if you're watching this, I imagine that you are in some way interested in spiritual topics and being a better person in your personal development. And so I find that when a person is interested in these things, there's a tendency to think that it's more spiritual to be nice. And that's not necessarily the case. It's spiritual to be kind, but this includes yourself. And so I find that sometimes people who are into this kind of thing, there's a tendency to not assert yourself in a way that is honoring your needs. And so this can be stuffing down anger and that kind of thing. So I just want you to notice if those types of things have come up for you, if you're finding yourself wanting to assert yourself in a different way than you have before. That is what Mars retrograde is all about. And so what this means this week is, since Mars is going direct on Wednesday the 29th, this brings a sense of closure to all of those things that may have come up for you since April. So pay attention to relationships and situations where you have needed to assert yourself and where you've needed to manage anger, where issues of passive aggressiveness or being too direct sometimes and being feeling out of control with anger, all of that stuff. So this week is a week of wrapping up all of those lessons, so to speak, so that you can integrate those parts of you into your personality and into your spiritual being in a way that feels more harmonious. So that, and then also this week, on Monday we have the first quarter, on Monday we have the last quarter phase of the moon. So this is in Aries, and this is another area of closure because it's helping you to integrate all that came up during the full moon in Sagittarius. So the last quarter phase of the moon, which is on Monday the 27th, this is always the period in between the full moon and the next new moon. So it's like the last stage of the lunar cycle. And again, this last stage is its like closure. So it's also a time when there's a review of the issues that came up during the full moon on the 20th for you, and especially around belief systems, what you believe to be true, if there is suffering that's being caused by a story that you're playing in your head, whether or not that story meets reality or not, and that kind of thing. So for you, this is, again, all about your personal empowerment, and I would just encourage you to notice how these themes of asserting yourself come into play, and if there's a story behind this, and if that story is helpful, if that story is based on reality, and if it is actually helping you be a stronger person in this world, because that's what it's all about. It's about you being kind, but then also strong at the same time. And so all of this energy is preparing you for the next lunar cycle, the new moon in Cancer that's happening on July 4th on our Independence Day, which is really cool. And so to prepare for that, because that new moon is all about emotional intimacy. And I'm preparing a really cool new moon ritual for you to harness that energy. That's going to be all about really getting into a place of being comfortable with yourself, a place of being intimate with yourself, but then also with others. Those things are intermingled. So I'll have a link below for you to order that ritual, to pre-order that. It's going to be amazing. It's $25 and you get to go through my personal moon ritual process, and then I break down how to really apply those themes into your life now in a practical way. So I'm wishing you a wonderful, amazing week filled with lots of strength and power within yourself. If you enjoyed this message, please share it on social media, share it with a friend, send it to email, post it on Facebook, all of that good stuff. I really am passionate about getting these messages out to as many people as possible to help you just live a better life. So have an amazing week, and I will talk to you soon. Namaste. Mwah.